The woman ripped off the street cleaner's mask, only to be stunned. It was her long-lost father. Back when her company went bankrupt, debt collectors surrounded her. Her father stood silently in the distance. When the crowd finally left, he stepped forward with a severance agreement and slammed it down in front of her. No matter how she begged in tears, he never looked back, just turned and walked away. But he had his reasons. Years ago he struck a deal with a tycoon to save her company. He signed a life and death contract, donating his own heart in exchange for the tycoon's support. From then on he survived only by an artificial heart, living every day on borrowed time, and his daughter never knew the truth. She only saw herself rise again, becoming a billionaire CEO. While her father suffered repeated heart failures, the doctors warned him seriously. He had 3 months left at most, and absolutely could not drink alcohol. Looking at the critical notice in his hands, the father made up his mind to save enough for his wife's surgery. In his last 3 months of life, he was lost in thought, staring at a photo with his daughter, when her best friend bumped into him and knocked the phone to the ground. He recognized her instantly and hurried to leave, but the friend stopped him, calling him cold-blooded and heartless, saying he abandoned his daughter in her bankruptcy, and now she had a billionaire patron. She no longer needed him. Hearing his daughter had someone to rely on, he felt both relieved and bitter, and left quietly. But just after he left, the doctor arrived. The friend learned from him that the father once donated his heart to the tycoon, and now lived on an artificial one. She realized something was wrong, for the company went bankrupt only 5 years ago. She secretly began to investigate the truth. Meanwhile, the father worked day and night, trying to save for his wife's treatment. That day he happened to be working at the hotel where his daughter was celebrating the tycoon's birthday. He found a gift left in the car, and tried to return it, only to realize the gift belonged to his daughter. She remembered she left it behind, and went to retrieve it, but the tycoon asked the father to open it instead. Inside was a watch, the very one she had once promised to give her father. Before he could recover from the shock, she personally handed the gift to the tycoon. The father dared not linger, but in his haste he knocked over a wine table, enraging the tycoon, who demanded he pay for all the losses. Only his daughter's plea spared him from punishment. At that moment, she noticed his back looked too familiar. On instinct she dialed her father's number, and instantly, the phone in his pocket rang. She rushed forward and tore off his mask, shocked to see it was indeed her missing father. 5 years of resentment erupted. She demanded to know why he abandoned her then, and why he now appeared before her. The father only kept apologizing. He pulled out his wallet, insisting he would pay for the banquet, but she slapped it away, and saw inside a photo of herself. For a moment she thought he had always kept her in his heart. She was about to ask why he kept the photo, but the tycoon rushed out, afraid of losing her. He claimed the father was only acting, and warned her not to be fooled. Blinded by rage, she did what was shown at the beginning, but the father's time was already near. After drinking he grew weaker by the minute, yet facing his daughter's questioning, he clenched his teeth, refusing to reveal the truth. Pretending to be a greedy petty man, her last hope shattered, she ordered him coldly to finish the last bottle, take the money, and disappear forever. He staggered a few steps, then collapsed on the ground. Just then, her best friend who had uncovered the truth finally